do a long rest. And actually,
Sorry.
since you're here, I'll give
Eating a late
you
lunch, so I'll turn my camera on after I'm done with it.
danger, or not danger,
I
Gallant.
ate dinner.
You're gonna get a dream.
Mido.
I'm gonna
Oh
send you
fuck!
the Discord. Is that okay, Gallant?
Motherfucking Mido.
I gotta go
Mark,
save
go.
my. I gotta go save my lady in my dream after we get out of this fucking cave place.
All right, Gallant. I just direct messaged you in Discord. Let me know if you get it.
I see it.
All right, perfect. That's gonna happen. Y'all do have some food prepared for you by the goblins, but I need at least 2 of you to take off a ration because y'all are not gonna have quite enough food
Yeah.
after y'all feast the whole day.
I don't know how many.
I got
I gotta get better at buying those.
I got a ton. You said just 2?
Just 2. Take off. You're gonna feed them with your
Done
rations.
and done.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
think
not
your
bad.
rogue is truly the
I
guy
bought
who takes
20.
care of y'all's money and resources in all ways.
Well,
So
I still give them money. Just
I
not
know
as
what's
they-
the pirate ship guy called that does that?
The purser.
Purser.
Yeah. See,
Purser.
you're the
Quartermaster.
purser. They're not all bad,
I'm-
even though everyone hates them because they get more coin. But now they know why.
I'm a crooked purser. It's
A
fine.
crooked purser. Perfect.
Yes,
That's what
you
everyone
are.
wants.
You
Okay.
Man, I give them shit. I don't want to hear.
Is there anything else
Hey.
y'all want to do before y'all head out?
Does Mido, can Mido level up with me?
Mido does automatically level up with you, per your
Yes.
Beastmaster's talent.
Nice.
But
Good
only
job,
like
KG.
he goes up with your. I don't know if he goes up right now, but he goes up with your proficiency bonus and stuff. So whenever your proficiency bonus goes up, which I think is every other level, he will.
He does it a while.
Okay, so y'all have now in your company Bupito. As y'all get ready for the night, he is kind of quiet and just freshly revived, right? He is this really small gray guy. He is almost child-sized, frail, thin frame, and he is as y'all are starting to bed down, y'all eat. He eats, or he's fully fulfilled by the good berry, but he's kind of over in the corner, and you hear him muttering a little bit to himself. Kind of like he's going over things in his head and maybe fighting his own self. Then you have Eldith Feldrun, the shield maiden, the dwarf. She is starting to become more lucid and come to as well, and she requests, "I must find my shield and warhammer. May I go find looking for it?"
I'll come with you.
Okay. Will you roll a perception or an investigation check? Investigation's better. As you will help
Nope.
her going through these rooms to see if you can find her shield or warhammer.
I'm just along for the ride, looking around.
And what'd you get? Perception 13. Together, y'all are able to find her shield.
Yeah.
It is almost perfectly round. It would be a buckler to Gallant's frame, but this dwarf, it is a pretty good sized shield that she could almost fully hide behind. It has, it's of really good smithing make, but it looks aged. It has a little bit of that like silver kind of like how it gets those little stains kind of on it over time. This looks antique. It's old, and on it you see an emblem in Dwarven. Do you know Dwarven?
I do not.
Okay. You see an emblem on the front. She goes, "Aye, this is mine. Thank you, sir."
Does it look like the Durgan the Black Mark at all?
No. Now
Nope,
let
okay.
me roll for her.
Just making sure. Can I ask you, what's that? What's the little, like, the carving thing on there? What does that mean?
Well, she notices you peering at your weapon to contrast and compare, and she goes, "Oh, how did you come by this?
Oh,
We've heard stories of Durgan's work."
I made friends with a sewer drake, and by made friends I mean we murdered it, and I found it there. But we got a bunch of other. You should see Gallant's. He's got this big ass fucking sword, and then we sold a bunch of other ones.
I
But,
cannot
yeah.
believe that his beautiful works are found in sewers these days. That is a disgrace.
Well, we found the rest of them in this giant, like, volcano mountain tower thing. And then we found one of his forges, and we gave it to our boy. What's the guy in Airedale? The Elven Smith. We
Yep.
had Fang Took and the other guy. The other guy, we gave him a forge that we took from there.
All right, so you're
Yep.
telling her all that?
Fuck yeah.
All right. She goes, a volcano? Is that what you said?
Volcano
Oh.
mountain. The one
Mountain?
has fire on the
Mountain.
inside. It's
It's
like
mountain.
it's like a Rhesus.
Before y'all go back to the main room, she kind of grabs you beside. She goes, "There are many mountains where ancient dwarven fortresses lie, and me and my people are trying to reclaim them for ourselves. Was the one
Oh.
you were in claimed by anyone?"
No.
There were a bunch of orcs in there.
Oh, we killed them all.
We did a land genocide, if you will.
We myrtleized them.
We killed just about everybody.
Oh, orcs.
But
Okay.
No, I take that back. There were these rare creatures that were still there
Oh,
when
no.
we left. But yeah,
I know
if
the
you
little
guys-
dwarven ghosts and shit.
go to my boy in Airedale. He's got a map I made.
In Airedale,
And
I'm
all-
not familiar with
and also one of the
Airedale.
fucking animals, right?
So
But-
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw you a map from here to there. I have a tavern you can stay at. You can go talk to him. Drop my name. He'll send you
Get
on
some
your way.
beer.
Well,
Oh,
he-
taverns
he-
are of our liking.
Yeah,
We
Put
might.
all your fucking money there.
Well, after we get out of here, I'm going to have to find my way back to. That's what I was trying to find out. God damn it. The name of
Canada?
the fucking
Oh,
place
you eat way
she's
too
at.
much, guys.
Hey, real
Fuck
quick.
that.
How do
Oh,
you spell-
Gauntlgrim.
How do you spell her name, just so I can have
Her
it?
name is Eldith. Eldeth. She goes, well,
I thought it was-
after we find our way out of this horrible, dark place, I'm going to mosey on back to Gauntlgrim, which is a recently reclaimed from orcs also dwarven lair, I should say. It used to be one of the capitals of our people, but it also fell into disrepair, and only recently have we been able to rediscover and take it for ourselves. I am not happy to hear about humans and other inhabitants in our lands and our previous establishments, as long as it isn't these nasty dark races we're dealing with now.
Whoa.
Racist.
Alrighty then.
You can't say that nowadays.
Hey, Eldith,
Just
double-
light racist.
So-
no big deal.
Yeah, dark races will be referring to
No,
the literally blackface
know.
in this game. Drow, Draugr,
Ugh, racist.
hell, even Pupito, I guess.
He's a dark race? Oh, is that why JD's making him a slave?
I guess so.
That's messed up.
But yeah, he's got that gray skin, which is
Because I brought him
very-
back from the dead, and he owes me. his
Oh,
life.
that's why. That's
so
why.
the gray
More than that.
skin is very synonymous with races that live in the Underdark or have come from the Shadow Plane. There is a whole slew, almost a full mirror of races down here that are just gray-skinned variants. There are gnomes. There are these little halflings. There are
Dark paladins.
obviously there's the dark elves and not classes but races. There are dark giants. There are dark ogres. There are all of those variants down here. And even the prince himself looks like some kind of bugbear of the dark. But
Bugbear.
yeah,
Bugbear.
but he speaks very eloquently, of course, because of his true insights. Okay, so you have just reclaimed her shield, and she recognized your emblem, spoke to you about that. She's going to come back, and JD, will you roll a perception check?
Yes.
And also eventually level 8. For you, they chose some feats. I think everyone chose feats in
Okay,
the rest of the party, but
Gotcha.
I'm
looking at 'em.
trusting you to level up, but do let me. There's the character
That's
mancer
an
in
odd
roll
boy.
20. If you need help using it, I'll let you know.
I know. I got my character thing up, but I'm in the middle of leveling. Let me just roll a d20. How about
Just
that?
roll it. Yeah,
Click it, clack.
Quack.
12. Okay, you do notice this emblem. JD, do you know Dwarven? I don't think you do.
No.
Okay, so you recognize this emblem. No, you don't recognize it, but you see the emblem on her shield, and it is going to spur a dream for you. It is going to trigger
Mhm.
your racial dream druid feat.
My favorite.
Your favorite?
My favorite racial dream. I love it.
You like getting triggered?
My favorite racial dream is not a sentence I thought.
You
I
know,
was
it didn't sound great, but I didn't know how else to say it. His
Are you
class. I
streaming?
should say I am streaming.
gonna-
So
Yeah.
yeah, we're talking about dark races and racism stuff. This is when the D&D was hard.
That's what she said.
And what else do y'all want to do before you go to sleep? She wanted to recover that. Your frog person just sits and is quiet and barely moves.
Oh, can I go talk to Shashar and be like, hey, Shashar? Wait, I talked to Shashar last time, didn't I?
Yeah, I mean, y'all said hi to me.
Yeah, no, Shashar. We talked about your people getting the Kuatoa getting fucked out of the underground lake. Remember by the Asshat Drow.
Well, that has been happening for a while now. Yes.
Oh well, we're gonna go fuck them up after this. So nice to meet
Yeah.
you. Also, Bupido.
Pedo.
Yes.
Oh Jesus, titty fucking Christ! How'd you get stuck here?
I don't really remember. I don't know. I was probably running around and some asshole Draugr got me. That's or Drow or whatever. Everyone hates us. Fuck.
No, well, I kind of hate you too. But all right,
Yeah, I
cool.
get
I'm
that.
Damn.
All right. Yeah, he's really like twitchy. But y'all may all bed down.
Yeah.
Also, at some point, JD, I want you to explain to me exactly how your little pet does. Is he everlasting, or does he disappear and have to be resummoned?
He
Your
lasts
dragon?
for an hour. It's
Gotcha.
instead of expending a wild shape, I can summon a familiar who's my buddy. And
For an
so-
hour.
Yeah, for an hour,
Okay.
and then all that
Okay,
good
so
stuff.
by now it's easily been an
For
hour
sure.
because
yeah.
Okay, so he's probably like poofed, and I'm just gonna say y'all are sleeping in in the dining hall downstairs, if I recall, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
Which can we fortify that, shove shit up against the arrow slits?
yeah, there's
immovable
actually a
rock on
hole in the wall
door.
now, but y'all can easily push a table up to it because remember that spider broke down a section, and y'all can fortify it and do whatever. But regardless, you think majority of the threat has kind of passed for now, and y'all sleep fairly easy, standard shifts. I'm not gonna make y'all roll anything right now.
Tight.
Love it.
I'm trying to send a message to just you, JD. Okay, JD and Gallant have kind of peculiar dreams, sweat on
Wet
their
dreams.
brow when they have these.
Literally.
Oh, frickin' fucking.
The rest of you guys are so tired. Danger, you always sleep easy somehow. And y'all
Yeah.
just pass out and
Somehow.
you're fine. Yeah.
Snuggle with my little bird.
You were literally trying to sleep while the spiders were breaking in, and you're like, whatever. Regardless, y'all have those. Rest of y'all guys sleep pretty easily. Y'all get enough food. The rogue adds in a couple of rations along with the leftover food left in the dining room. Y'all eat. Y'all bed down, and after some time passes, there is no sun to rise to wake you, but you no knowledge of what the day is upstairs. You wake and you find yourselves back up into this room with the spider webs pushed to the side, and y'all are ready to go on the teleportation circle. You missed it, JD, but Gallant kind of references some of his. He has a book that has some information about teleportation circles, and the short story is this is essentially a one-way trip as you understand it.
Lego.
All right. Anything else you guys need to do? I think we got your long rest. You got your level up. You got your dreams. I'm ready to shoot you out. Pew!
I'm
You
gonna
ready?
slap Blonde on the ass and say the word. Let's go.
Does anyone remember the
All
word?
right, let's
Yeah.
fucking do
Bippity
this.
boppity boo.
Bippity boppity boo. Nothing happens.
Oh, fuck. Obviously, my character remembers it. God damn it.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it was, but it was something about into the darkness, blah blah blah. If Mark was taking notes that night, we would have
I'll go
known.
find
I can either stream or take notes. I can't do both. I'm trying to fucking get Discord, but this fucking janky ass janky ass fucking trailer park internet's just being absolute dog shit. I can't even fucking load porn. I mean, it's just
Well,
horrible.
that is a
Oh
problem
shit! How
for
are you
you.
surviving, bro?
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing. Oh, I know what he's
This
doing.
is the
I have
first
no
night he
idea.
won't be sleeping
He's
well.
doing the real life stuff. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. There was okay. I'm not gonna spend time finding it. Oh, there it is. The night below envelops the light above was the passphrase
Right.
that was used.
Yeah.
Are y'all all standing in the circle at the same time when y'all do it?
Mhm.
Yep.
Shit, yeah.
All right.
Bibbidi bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Bing bang bonk. Binko banko bonko.
Oh man, I gotta scroll up. Pew.
Magic words. Here's to love. Here's to honor. If you can't come in her, come on her.
Oh,
Boom.
God, I love it.
And then we go.
I've used that one before.
All right, y'all hear the
That's
sounds?
a good one. Yes.
Okay.
It's so dark.
It is right now. I'll give you things in a second, but hold up.
You good?
Okay. As you teleport in, it's dark, and but there's a red glow that immediately starts to envelop your senses, and it gives you a fade mist, a light everywhere, and it is this obviously red glow. A wave of heat slams against you as this acrid smoke rises to choke the air out of your lungs. In the distance, you see this massive lake spreading into the off into the infinity, and beside you is a jumble of buildings. You see streets. You see reflections in the lights of countless fires burning all across this city. Within, hollowed-out columns are stalactites and stalagmites making up the building structures. Though the streets are crowded, you move easily, and through it you can see buyers, merchants, slaves. You aren't the only outsiders here. As you spy, you see Drow. You see Sverdneblin, which is like gnomes, like dark-skinned gnomes. You see Darrow, like you're a little accompanied man. You see orcs, and you see other races in the crowds. The shouting of people blends in with the sounds of the distant hammering that creates a constant, distracting din. As you look up, there's you are, like I said, in these streets of buildings with a bunch of people moving, but as you look to the south, equivalent, opposite side of the lake, you will see, I'm going to try to drop you guys in, give me a second. And you hear the hammering. I hope that y'all have the sound on.
I do.
Clank, clank, clank.
Who do I not have? Tiberius isn't there yet.
What?
There you go. So y'all's icons are pretty big, but the town is normal sized.
Love it. Let's do it.
Y'all see,
Oh, shit.
y'all teleport into this spot. Around, like people might have noticed you pop in, but they don't even really care. They don't even pay attention. As you fall in and you notice in the ground there is this circle, not glowing but engraved regardless, and you are right between this building made out of a stalagmite and a stalactite merged together. You see beside you a door with a dark-skinned Draugr dwarf to your left, and then to the north and east of you is this massive lake. All of the reflections of the glows behind you mirrored on this lake, but it eventually does peter off into infinity as if you're looking into the abyss. And there is, like I said, this glowing red that lights up the city inadvertently with a million little
Ross.
fires. Yeah.
Real quick, can you turn down the ambient music? Because I can barely hear you.
Okay.
Just.
Well, like in the game, it's a cacophony of.
Well, no, it is.
I barely even hear shit, man. This is reality, bro.
And it's like blacksmithing noises all up behind you to the south, up along the this cavern, this cave you're in.
And
Okay.
you said there's a Duger dwarf right near us.
So every place you have the little red icon showing you a door, if I recall.
Yep.
Yes.
Every one of those doors, you see at least one Draugr posted at.
Huh.
Now y'all can start moving slowly around the city, but do talk to me as y'all do so.
I
me what you're
want
gonna
to walk up to the nearest guard and say, "Hey, we just teleported in. Where are we?"
I'm gonna cut Mito loose and let him kind of fly around, do a little aerial recon.
He can't see anything.
Oh, shit, I forgot. No mind.
Welcome
How-
to
how-
Gracklestug, the city of blades. What is your
Whoa.
business here?
I'm gonna whip out my sword and say, I found this sword and it's got this dwarven mark on it, and I got told to come to the city of Blades, so I'm in the right place, right?
Yeah. The merchants are this way, and he points to the east.
All right. What was your name?
Get on.
Okay, thank you. I'll go to
Get
the
on.
merchants.
Get it on?
He spoke to you in a plain common.
Tight. We're in. Let me spell this correctly.
As you were talking to him, you notice he's armored really nicely in a heavy armor that has a dark tint to it.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I dandily whip my sword back and forth and walk away towards wherever he said.
What sword is it you're dandily whipping?
My sword of courage with the Durg and the black mark.
Perfect. The Durgan blade. You're
Yeah.
flaunting as you walk a little east. What else y'all gonna do as soon as y'all pop out? You start to notice people gallant. You see an eye or two posted your way. Otherwise, people are bustling and moving around. They have business, and they generally ignore you guys. What would you like to do? What else would the rest of the party inquire about before y'all start moving?
I cast dark vision on myself so I can see 60 feet.
Okay.
for the next 8 hours.
Damn, can
Yeah,
you do
we
that
all
to
can see in the
Mito
dark
too?
except except GD.
So can y'all
Oh,
see at least
Mito.
a little bit in the city? There should be a glow, like just a very, very faint lining of.
Yeah, we can see a bit.
Faint,
Alright.
faint glow with some
Fog of
torch.
war over everything.
I'll give you dark vision, but yeah, this map is large, so it's not going to give you the mostest.
The hostess with the mostest.
That's all I
Let me give you that dark vision.
Dark, dark, dark. Dark, dark, dark.
I'm choosing this instead of like blazing with fire, so I don't attract
60
it
feet,
to
yeah?
themselves.
There you go.
Still can't see shit.
Can you see anything now?
No, it's still looking. I'm looking at like a black.
Yes. Unfortunately, 60 feet doesn't give you a whole lot. You're mostly navigating by the glow. Like this isn't combat, so you're not getting. This is a massive city.
Right.
Each one of these little buildings that you see is kind of like ensconced here. I'll light up the map just a little bit more. Maybe I can do that.
Thanks, man.
Is that better?
Hazily.
I don't think I can see anything.
It's just a bunch of blurry bullshit.
It's better. It's a lot better.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now I can see everything.
You should have
That's liar.
vision, JD.
I'm just kidding. Fog of war is on. I just.
Yours is just
I
black.
can see
there
kind
you
of.
go.
Can I go through this door?
Okay, so yeah, you can walk up and there's another door with a dwarf posted in metal. Actually, here you see a couple dwarves outside, and then there's one up on the top of this
They all
little
be locked.
palisade. Is that right? Not palisade. What's the castle wall called?
Battlement.
A little
Rampart.
battlement. Yeah, it's like a battlement.
Palisade also works. Just saying.
Rampart, fuck you.
Well. All right. So wait. The person that I walked to was the door that's right to our left. Correct.
That's right.
They
JD,
told
as you
me-
go by, all of these doors are similar. There are lights, lamps that are just flickering along the side of two massive stone gates that look like they're blocking this natural tunnel between stalagmites or stalactites. No, whatever. The ones at the bottom. And as you approach, you see a Draugr step forward to greet you each time and says, "State your name and business." And he initially says it in Dwarvish this time to you. Do you know Dwarvish?
Who, me?
Enrique?
No.
Nope.
Okay. So you hear in a weird language, you hear,
The fuck you saying?
I said
English,
state your
motherfucker,
name
do
and
you speak
business, sir.
Oh, there you go.
We don't see your folk down here very often. What are you doing? Who are you here to see?
We are here to save my brother.
Oh,
Save?
just come out with it.
just
Wow.
lay it all hang
All
out.
right, let's go, baby.
Okay.
I don't know much. No one comes here for saving.
Well, write it on your calendar because this is the first time.
Real quick, are we next to Gallant, or did he wander off on his own?
He just wandered off to one other gate. Well, now yeah. So
Sorry.
you were
I'm
like,
sorry, I was trying to see what that is.
yeah. So were you down here?
Yeah.
Which gate? Go to your gate.
I was right here. This one.
Okay. And as he looks at you, the dwarf who with a pole arm that's not even taller than you are, he taps on the stone wall behind him, and a little metal slide goes shink, and you see a little set of eyes and a white beard kind of puffing through a little slot, and it says, "Well," and you see this helmet come off, so a full gray Draugr face, as he muses and he looks at you, and he says, "Well, you are clearly lying. You're not here to save anyone. I had to just send you to the slave pens. But
Whoa.
you do amuse me. What do you have that is worth your freedom?"
Freedom. Fuck you. Your life, bitch.
Is
Okay.
what is that person that I revived with us?
Yes, he
Vito?
still is. But
And
he's hanging back. And as you look back at the rest of your party. Yeah, you have him kind of like cowering, looking around, scared, as there are other of his type running around freely, kind of in this area. Then you see your shield maiden. She is in full defensive posture, as if she's ready to fight anyone that comes close to her. And you see her without a helmet. You can see every one of her grimaces as she looks at everyone around it, as racist as she is to everyone down here.
Can I sidle
And
up
the
next
fish
to her?
guy is absolutely ambivalent and just falling behind you as if there's nothing weird going on.
Can I
Nothing weird.
sidle up next to Eldrith and be like, "Hey, girl, we're chilling, so hang with me."
Aye,
Hey, girl. Hey.
surrounded by
Hey,
the enemy,
girl,
I do
hey.
not know how you expect me to cool.
Just look in my
chill.
beautiful eyes and don't look around.
Roll a persuasion
Also,
check.
I think okay, fine. I think Gallant's gonna get us murdered, so we might as well.
Hell
claim
yeah.
24, baby.
All right, you see her look at you, look around, and then like she gives you a weird like okay, a strenuous okay, as she kind of like relaxes, her shoulders just drop an extra inch, and she definitely is clenching her the shady blade that one of y'all gave her, but compared to what she was, her war hammer, it is light and a toothpick. But she's clenching it and her shield tight, but she's trying to maintain a normal posture otherwise.
Can I whisper to her now that she's not actively threatened? Be like, "Hey, have you ever been here before?"
No, but I've heard stories.
Okay, is this a good place or a bad place? Because it's seeming pretty fucking dark, glowy,
is-
red, bad. I don't
It
like
is bad. It is all where the worst of our ancient kin breed have found their home. This is the
Oh.
capital of the Draugr.
Oh, the Dark Dwarves. I read about those in a story when I was a kid. Cool. Well, here, stick
You
with
literally
me. Don't
encountered
threaten
them as well.
anybody. We're gonna let our paladin friend do some talking.
Real quick, guys. The last thing I remember from the last session was we were fighting one of these wizards, and they ran into the portal and escaped.
Right.
Right? Can we ask somebody if they saw this wizard here? Like, running, hey, did you see this? Have you seen this boy?
Roll a perception check first, as you would be on the lookout for things.
We need to get some milk cartons. That's what we need.
To stand taller? For them to stand taller.
No, for the.
Whoa.
missing
So
child.
so you say, have you seen this person?
Oh, milk. I was thinking crates. My bad.
Oh, that's milk crates.
Yes, so that's actually really good. As you're walking by, you're seeing, of course, this hustle and bustle of what would be a normal, everyday town, except for the weirdness that resides down here. You see three Draugr Teamsters herding a clutch of 7 giant tarantulas down the street as if they're just goats. But these giant tarantulas, similar to the spiders that y'all have been encountering, are just being pushed along. Um, they are looking around and almost seeming to try to grab and hit people, but the Teamsters are smacking them with sticks, keeping them in line and keeping them from attacking or doing anything awkward. And with that perception roll, you also will notice there are, amongst the drow here, there is an insignia that you see on one of the drow. You will compare it to the insignia that you have. Didn't you steal one, JD, or did the rogue steal it?
Well, he stole.
That sounds like a road thing to do.
He
There was
stole
an insignia found amongst the robes.
Elvish clasp.
Yeah, there was an insignia on the clasp, and I thought one of y'all was able to try to read it or something. I think Enrique tried to read it, maybe. Whoever knows Elvish.
I have it. I didn't.
I know Elvish.
There was a family name that y'all derived from it.
Hmm.
Regardless, you see a drow walking around, proudly wearing an insignia with an equivalent set of, it's not the same kind of robes, but you can see that these robes, which have a distinguishing nature to them, and they are wearing this insignia on the front, clasping the robe together, and you see it, and it is not the same as the one you have found. But this drow is walking around, peering about, glances your way, and does not seem to mind you that much, continues on. So you now, I guess what I'm getting at is you now have seen a second drow emblem or drow house insignia.
Got you.
That's what you see so far.
I speak and read Elvish. Do I know what that name is?
Yes. If you do, then yes, you will compare it to the one before, which was...
Osirin?
Was that what it was? Osirin? It was either that or start with an M. I couldn't remember.
Osirin.
Osirin? So this is the family Fein Tlabor, which does not mean much to you. You could roll a history check, but you're not going to get it. So don't roll a history check. It is, you know the name, you see the name, you know it as a name, just like you could read anyone's last name, but it doesn't mean anything to you. But you do recognize it as a second house.
Cool. And so, can we assume that the signet that we got from the first set of guys in robes is part of the house that we were fighting?
So the place y'all just invaded, and found four slaves.
Whoa.
Forcibly occupied.
Yep, I'm with it.
Just to make things clear, the place that, albeit does bad things, and they kidnap people, right? You just broke into a kidnapper's den, ostensibly.
Liberated.
Liberated
please.
is a better word, probably the best way to say it. You liberated a place, and in the abode, you found this emblem and these robes, signifying that this area was either run by or owned by a family that you had the name of Osirin, right? That's what it was. I have it now. Osirin. This is a different drow family walking around, but they are proudly displaying it as if almost as proudly as your paladin wears his emblem of light on his chest.
Standard.
Has anybody looked sideways at, our fucking obviously Lathander paladin in this dark ass place?
Yes, Sealy has noticed eyes twice getting caught on him.
So the drow that I see passing by, is that what he's doing?
No, the drow does not, but other people do.
No. The drow, is the drow still passing by as I see him?
The drow has, these are two things you have noticed while you were keeping watch, looking for the person who teleported ahead of you. This being hours ago now, because y'all took a long rest.
Okay. Gotcha.
But as you were peering around, you do not see that person, and the only other drow that you really think might match the description was this other well-adorned drow, high up in the family, kind of, as if they're mobsters. They're wearing a suit, so you're caught by that.
Gotcha. So the dark, the other gray-skinned person that we rescued, what was their name?
Oh, his little name, Bupiro. The one you
Bupido.
healed?
Beto.
He was literally
Bupido.
dead.
Oh, Bupido.
So wait, who owes me a life debt?
Bupido.
Beto.
Bupido does. I
Oh,
say,
Bupido.
Bupido, I motion him to me.
Yes.
I say, you know this place, don't you?
Fortunately, yes, sir.
And what were you here?
I was the lowest scum on the bottom of the boots of anyone who walked through these streets.
Sweet.
Indeed. Well, you consider yourself the second lowest from here on out. You're with me. Do you see this? Do you see this signet? And I either, take it from Tiberius or have it myself. Do you know this house?
I unfortunately no, sir. I don't. I've never seen that before, but that looks like one of those buckles that the drow wear on their necks. Yes, or what have you? He
That's
is,
right.
barely in rags.
Yeah. I say, indeed.
Poor little
Do
fella.
you, do you know this city?
I know most of the city, but my home was a slum farther south of here.
Dude, let's go visit his family or something.
Yeah. You guys want to go and find out his family? We can start a peasant uprising in the Drow Kingdom.
Bro, I'm
Yeah,
about
we can get some fucking intel. I mean, the poor people always have all the information because they have to do all the bitch work.
Did you say incel or intel?
Close enough.
Both. So I'm still trying to answer this question from this guy, right? What did he say? What would I give up for my freedom?
Yeah, he's eyeing you up and down, and he's saying, "What do you have that is worth your freedom?"
This
Blood,
dick.
blood, sword.
Bro, I'm about to go down, bro.
I push Bupido in front. I found him go on.
Mark, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Damn it.
Oh, crap.
Go ahead and
I'm
tell me what
about
you're
to-
gonna say. You talk right
Okay.
now. Go on.
Yeah. I was about to say, but I can't give you my freedom, for my freedom belongs to Lathander, and Lathander's light, and then I turn on my sword.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, you
Let's
turn it
go,
on.
boy.
Oh,
All right.
shit.
Well,
Oh, fuck.
Mark, your perception
Yeah,
might not be
did.
necessary as he lights up the room, and you
No longer
see
necessary.
3 Draugrs that phase out of invisibility behind you guys.
You're welcome, guys.
God damn it!
Well, they did it intentionally. Do you remember that they can be invisible?
No.
Y'all fought these things before. Do you remember this?
I forgot that they were invisible.
Where you found Durgadin's blade, y'all had to fight the Draugr. Those.
Oh
I don't
shit!
remember.
Yeah, in the like not throne room or whatever, but the place leading to the.
They were trying to
I think-
steal the anvils.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That was.
Oh, that's right. I remember those guys.
All right. Well, Mark, you now notice
Oh.
2 Draugr behind you, fully armored and with weapons pointed at you guys. As 3
We're
of
about
them
to get fucked.
approach
Welcome.
from the rear, the door opens and 4 more
2?
spill out in
2
front
or-
of you.
2 or 3 behind us.
There's 3 behind you right now.
Can I?
I'm ready for
walk-
my dexterity saving throw.
Can I go and stand in front of Gallant and be like, hey, guys, look, all we're here to do, Gallant, put away the flame sword, pull out your broadsword. We found these weapons. They have this little mark on it, and we heard this was the place of blades. Can you point us in the right direction?
Well,
I increase the light.
Jesus Christ! Well,
Yeah,
let's kill everybody.
as they squint
Whoa,
in
whoa, whoa.
his bright light,
it makes him not be able to see.
he will talk back to the rogue saying, "I see your blade is of exquisite make. If you
Yes.
would offer it to me, I would let you free. And your
Well,
kin."
no. I'm gonna go sell this. So I'm not giving you shit. Actually, you know what?
Well, then I shall
Punch him in the
sell
mouth. Punch him in
you.
the mouth.
And
Bam.
you see him wave his finger in the air.
It's gonna go down either way, bro.
Wait,
It's
is it
gonna go
like
down.
this or like?
It's a circle. He draws a little
Oh,
circle in the air.
round up, boys.
Well,
Can
now
I-
now
can
that
I be like-
everybody's lit up, can I send Mito up into the air?
Yes.
Mito,
Say,
reconnaissance.
Is this how you treat guests to your city that are seeking monetary gain and profitability?
Absolutely. We're all trying for monetary gain and profitability,
Well,
and I
you're-
see a bag of money walking down the street. we go for
real,
it.
real quick, my good sir, are you like official here, or are you just some asshat that's trying to mug me?
My name
So-
is Gorglok, and I'm the captain of these walls.
How close am I to Gorglok, and can I take a strike?
He is
Oh, he's
behind
talking to-
he's behind the wall, but there are now in front of you 4 Draugr.
And
The
three
door is
behind.
open, but you'd have to push through them to
How
get
far is the door?
in front of you, about 10 feet.
Oh, so one could possibly misty step and slash at the captain.
You absolutely
Well,
could.
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say, all right, Gorglok, I can't give you this because I'm promised by my benefactor to sell it, but I'm gonna pull out my cane, my veteran's cane, and I'm gonna say Ampacare, and it's gonna pop from a cane into a sword. And I'm
Ooh.
gonna say, I will give you this if you help us out and point us in the right direction.
Hold, men, hold. And you see all of the Draugr immediately stop their progress. And he
Come on, bruh.
steps forward. He goes, "Can you turn down your light so I can look at this blade clearly?" And he
That's
looks
a him
at
thing,
you.
not a me thing.
He looks at the paladin as he says this.
No.
Then toss it here, and he won't progress any further. And one of his men puts out his hand to ask for the blade.
Well, how about this? Because if it comes out of my hand, it's gonna change back. Can I? He's on top of a wall, correct?
He's behind the wall. He has like one of those little slits that he has slid
look through it. I'll be
sideways.
like,
Yeah.
hey, can you open the door? I'll come and show it to you. Give it to you if you like it, and then we can go on our way.
Have the shackles ready, men.
Ugh.
Progress. And you come forward.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna say Ampacade again, but I'm gonna whisper it, and then it's gonna turn into a cane, and I'm gonna. So is the door opening or not?
Yeah, the door is open now.
All right, I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna look at his little breastplate and be like, oh, you don't have a name tag. Gorglok. Shit.
Gorglok.
Gorglok. Fuck me.
Orgalot.
Here's the deal.
Gorglok.
If you can point us in the right direction on 2 things, I will hand you this magic sword and we can go on our way. Is that a deal?
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, cool. I'm somewhat okay at those these days.
Do it.
All right.
16.
He says, "What do you require?"
So, 2 things. Number 1, my tall, angry paladin with all the light. His brother is somewhere down here, and I need some clues to find him. And number 2, I got a bunch of swords and shit I gotta sell. So, can you tell me where to go for that? And then maybe.
But
where
that
to
is
find his
easy.
brother?
As you go down here, that's pretty much all we sell and make in this world, is slaves and blades. So you can find both here. But you should ask your friend to turn off that damned light, because he won't make any friends with it.
Well,
Can I burn a divine sense while they're talking?
Absolutely.
while he's burning, I'm just gonna say, here's the thing. He's big, tall, and strong, and full of light. I can't tell him not to do those things. That's who he is, just like you're short, bearded, and not very pleasant. But, that's fine. That's you.
As you say that, he grows to twice
Oh shit, Vic.
giant stature in front of you and says,
Oh my god.
"Is he now? And are we now?" And you see everyone else, you can see his head poking up slightly. A half bald, white haired dwarf, now made giant, peeking out over the side of the wall. He goes,
Well, I'm gonna look up
"You
at him.
must not know our kind, but we are everywhere in this city, ever watching and ever ready. Do not burn that blade as you go around the city, or else you won't find the money or the questions answered that you want."
Okay, I'm gonna look back and be like, bro, turn off the fucking lightsaber.
Hey, are they standing kind of like in a line-ish?
2 minutes.
Or like,
So as you burn off divine sense, they all reek with evil. Like
bro, I
this
can't.
place This place is full of evil races. Some of them chaotically close to neutral, but otherwise along that smell range. They all have, it's like sewer mixing with burnt food mixing with baby throw up. It's all the cornucopia of evil smells around this entire city, not just these guards.
Like it.
I place my hand on Gallant's shoulder, and in Elvish, I say, "Calm yourself, friend. We can't find your brother if we're all dead."
Yeah, slow your roll there, fucko.
Sealy, roll persuasion.
Oh yeah.
I put my hand on his shoulder, and as I try to do that, Bug gets caught in my throat, and I go
Kill them all.
in his ear.
Like, what the fuck happened? You felt that so well. Okay.
Gallant, in character,
So
what would
how
you
many
really...
how many people did I sense around us? I get
you-
60 feet.
Actually, yeah, so around you guys, you have about, let's see, you had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you sense 2 more peering at you that you can tell are invisible currently. You cannot see them with your eyes, but you can detect them with smell. But this city is covered with stench. Every race that walks by, every one of these walls that you walked by, you can feel and detect more of those men. You are not in a garrison like you were in the Elven City, but there are soldiers everywhere, some of them invisible.
Damn. Okay, so I'm guessing my sword's now about 20 feet of light. Can I? Oh, I'm gonna say Tiberius.
Yeah. Yep.
Um,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say let's get out of here. It's not worth it. And then, depending on what the big guy does, we'll see what we have to do then, I guess.
Oh, okay. So so real quick, you're walking away.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna walk away and leave you behind the enemy lines. I'm saying,
Wow.
I burned a divine sense. I realized there was like 8 people around us, right? You have the big guy in front of you, so it's probably not strategically a good thing to go off popping heads now. So I tell you, hey, just get back here. Let's find another way.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spin towards Gallant, and underneath my cloak, I'm going to reach into the bag of holding and pull out one of the shitty long swords, and then I'm gonna go, "Hey, gore, block, lock, drop it,
Orlock.
block."
Orlock.
Yep. I know. Here's your thing. Real quick, has there been any half elves that have been taken prisoner? And then we're gonna go.
Roll a sleight of hand.
Okay.
By the hand, boy.
Okay. You swap the blade. He seemingly doesn't notice, and he starts to laugh. Any half-elf slaves? Plenty.
Yeah. Well, can you point me in the right direction where I could find some? Because
Where's the half-elf
he
slave
won't let
quarters?
me dominate him. I really need a little sub. So,
The only ones that are for you to speak to are in the market. And he points to the east.
All right. Bye, Gorglock. All right, Gallant, lead the way with your big flaming dick.
All right, the rest of the guards are
as
there.
he walks forward, I'll dim it down.
All right, they are pointing their blades at you as your sword is lit.
All right. Well, I took that out of my inventory.
Just a
and-
normal ass blade.
Yeah. I literally have. the-
Rusted. It's
Yeah.
crap.
It's not a nice sword.
All right, as y'all start to go a little
all chipped.
farther east, y'all see. Hold up. Where
Okay, if we were able to get out of there, I'm gonna turn off my sword all the way.
Okay.
Hey, are we going back to where we teleported in? Can I do... What's the thing where I can do ranger shit, like maybe
We're going east, not west.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mark, can
I
you
thought
cast
you
pass?
said east.
Can you cast
Huh?
pass without a? Can you cast pass without a trace?
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
go out no further.
Okay, sorry.
I mean,
No, you're good.
sure, probably.
Cast pass without a trace so we can sneak around. Do sneaky.
Alright, I vote I cast pass without a trace as soon as I can find how to do that.
He,
It
yeah.
gets us,
It's plus 10 to our.
So within 30 feet of Mark, we get a plus 10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks. and can't
Yeah.
I
be
don't even
trapped
know how. I
except
don't
by
even know how
magical
the
means.
fuck to do this.
As he casts Pass Without a Trace,
Never.
y'all are still, y'all are able to move amongst the groups of people. It's almost like a New York bustle, and y'all are able to just kind of blend with the crowd. But you do notice consistently a person here, a person there, with a lingering eye on Gallant.
Can we? Hey, Gallant, can I cover you the fuck up with a robe or something? You're real bright in this dark place.
Conspicuous. You're conspicuous.
Conspicuous.
Tiny.
Yeah.
You cannot dampen Lathander's light.
I
I'm just
know,
kidding.
I
Yeah,
know,
we totally can.
But here, and I'm gonna hand you my bear pelt cloak. and
Ooh,
say,
that's cool. I'll wear that.
Here's the deal. I will give this to you if you're just cool for the next, hour and don't light up any of your shit.
I want a bear pelt though.
That sounds fine. You had me
I
at
need
dirt
to start
belt.
being a dick
Cool.
more.
I am taking it. Here, I'm gonna copy and paste the thing in.
No, you can keep it. I'm not gonna keep it. Just for now. Like it feels
Okay,
cool in
fine.
my.
I pop it onto you and it makes you look fucking huge.
I'm like, yeah, I love it.
Perfect. Okay, as y'all are starting to walk a little farther east, over in the lake that dominates the entire left side of your passage here. Your right side has this wall broken or connecting between stalagmites, and on your left you have this massive dark lake, and you see a broken stalagmite that juts out from the dark lake about 40 feet from the shore, forming the foundation of a tavern that is built with fungal stalks in a manner similar to a log cabin. A bridge is woven to a Roth wool, allowing patrons to cross the water and visit it. This is what you see here on your left. Up ahead of you, you see more buildings, now actually fabricated buildings and less made out of the natural cavern stalagmites. You start to see some kind of stucco made from the gray mud along the shore, and all these buildings, and you see caravans bustling through. And then on the left, you see piers starting to pop up. As y'all, I'm gonna just drag y'all a little bit further. Just
Okay.
y'all
You
can
said no further.
I know. I didn't want you
Just
to go
kidding. I'm
anywhere.
fucking with you.
Up here on the north side, you start to see piers. There are docks with little boats and other things. This seems to be a
Little boats.
full-on harbor trade area. It is, as you look up, you just see blackness and the stalagmites coming down and joining with the rest of the structure. You are literally in a cave, but you see what you can relate to as a city.
Can I turn to Shashar real quick and be like, "Hey, Shashar, is this that underground lake we were talking about earlier?"
He will approach it, and you see him kneel down and stick his little nose in it, lap a little, splash some on his face. Yes, this is our dark lake, yes.
Oh, cool.
Hey, while we're walking off, can I talk to my sword and say, I'm sorry I had to dampen your light, but unfortunately I don't think we can destroy all this evil around us.
You speak to
Because
it.
it's a sentient weapon.
You do not hear it reply.
That's fine.
It's pissed at you.
It probably is.
Okay, guys. Y'all are approaching this area with all these buildings. This is where the guy was pointed to you. It is the district.
Can I look around and see if there are any more highbrow, not high drow,
Nice.
sword makers or armories or blacksmiths?
Roll perception for me.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Silly, can you do that spell? Like, to find a thing and try to find the guy who ran away?
Ew. Let's see. That's a good call. Thanks for reminding me. Let's
All
see.
right, we should probably be finding that mage instead of doing whatever I want to do. So.
All right,
That's
so
what I'm
you
saying. That's
look
what I'm telling
around
JD to do that spell.
and you see multiple Durgar in buildings, in little pop-up stands, all selling wares. There's mushrooms, there are slaves, there are weapons for sale. These are the three main things. You also see some selling casks of beer or something. You see someone doing what it seems to be a gem exchange for some coin or other slaves. And then you notice what the hell was it? You notice two merchants that just start fighting each other out of nowhere. He's accusing the other one of theft, and he's trying to get the patrol to come arrest him. And you see two Draugr pop out of thin air amongst the people, and they come up and they start questioning him, and a fight is being broken up, and it's kind of distracting a lot of people in the market. As you look around, you then see one of the merchants selling blades appears to be of dark make, similar to the ones that were found amongst the drow that you just murdered the day before.
Cool. I'm gonna let you guys look for the mage. I'm gonna go and meander around. Come find me when we're doing stuff.
So yeah,
No, it's okay, we're gonna
here's
go-
the center of the market where you will be seeing this.
Cool.
Don't fucking split the group. God damn it.
Oh, I'm just putting him there just to show him. I'm not saying yell at
Yeah.
just walking like that.
Split the group.
All right, so
God damn
he
it.
is peering around, looking at all of this in the district, the merchant area. What would the rest of you guys? Do y'all have ambitions? Do y'all, other than sticking together, is there anything else you want to see?
I want to stick together.
Yeah.
I want
Your prince cowers and hides behind the turtle shell as he sees a slave caravan full of these dark beasts, very similar to him, get rolled by. There's about 7 of them, all shackled and chained in a row, and these wolfish, bugberry-looking underdark creatures, exactly like him, this hairiness, are all being drugged, and they're just eyes down, broken, being pulled along.
What was Prince's name?
Daredale.
Daredale.
Daredale?
I asked Daredale if he knows anybody in that caravan.
Why would I know any of those heathens?
Well, you told me all I need to know about your class politics.
Well, I'm sorry to jump to conclusions. I'm awestruck by everything I see here. It goes against everything we know.
Interesting. I'm keeping an eye out for the signet for the family crest of the drow that we fought.
Yes.
And DM, can I cast locate object?
On what?
Ooh.
It says describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close, within 30 feet at least once.
And what is the object?
Since we're fighting this wizard, did I see him with a signet on it, and can I locate his signet in specific?
So the only 2 wizards y'all have seen, you have killed, and you have taken the signet off of one of them.
The guy that
What about
ran
the
away.
last guy?
That was a Drider. That was the last Drider that ran away, which was not wearing cloaks. It had natural armor. So in the spider battle, that was all that was left in the halls. And one of the Driders, the one that was casting spells, did peel off and run away, and that was who you saw teleporting right as you showed up.
Okay.
But it was a Drider.
Got
Now, but so the spell, it wouldn't necessarily be useful right now. Can you do it for a person? It's just an object, right?
It's something.
could- So yeah, if I've seen it on a person, would that Drider have had any sword or
Yes, he did have a
particular-
sword. Or
Okay.
she had a sword. So you can absolutely cast a spell for that sword.
Hey,
Great.
whenever
Is it-
JD's done, I got something to do.
Cool.
Yeah.
So before I do this, is it safe to assume that the Drider came here through the portal?
Yeah, we saw a teleport.
One
called-
shot, one-way portal.
It's a one-way portal, right? So it doesn't go anywhere else. So it
So-
just came here.
The way you understand it is that you wouldn't be able to go back because you do not know what runes you would need to attune to for a return trip. The long answer to that was someone could teleport back to that circle, but since you don't know exactly which runes are connected to the destination and which runes are connected to the origin, you don't know how to go back to it.
Right.
Someone
What I-
could.
What I mean is that Drider didn't teleport from that location to a different location. It came here.
That is correct. That is a
Okay.
good assumption. Conferring with your paladin and his book on teleportation circles, you would be able to come to that conclusion.
We read the manual. Perfect.
Yeah, exactly. He has read the manual in the hopes to become a teleportation wizard, and he
Wanna
has
teleport
not quite
more.
gotten there yet, but he's getting familiar with it.
Just increase my range at least. That'd be fun.
You'll
Funner.
Um,
So yeah,
Okay,
if you haven't
Mark-
run
Mark-
into it, you don't think it's gone back or gone anywhere else.
Okay. Then I hold off on that spell right now. Mark, what did you want to do?
So I'm gonna fire up Primeval Awareness. Use my action, expel one ranger's thought, focus my awareness on a region around you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see if types of creatures are present within 1 mile of you, within 6 miles if you have them in my favorite terrain, which I think it's kind of swampy down here, right?
It is swampy near the docks. Up here,
Fuck.
it is cobblestoned almost.
Damn it! Never mind.
Regardless-
Right, fuck it, 1 mile.
But are you doing the things? What are you trying to detect?
The fucking
Driders.
the
Driders.
fucking Drider.
Striders.
Okay,
Yeah.
what is this spell called?
Primeval Awareness.
Very cool.
He licks his finger and sticks it in the air.
Yeah.
I like fucking, like go down and like,
Okay, so you are able to detect aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. You detect aberrations all around you, and you detect Bupido as an aberration.
Wait, what?
And all of the Darrow running around you, you sense as an aberration.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna kind of
wait,
tell
Mark.
the, tell the
All of a
group as
sudden-
a whole, like, hey, gang.
All of a sudden, you get a sting, a singeing in your temple, as you detect something very singular, but very strong, that hurts, that burns in your brain, and all of a sudden starts to awaken some, like, rage. A creature that you have built almost your entire existence on the hatred
Dragon!
of.
Yes!
Yeah, motherfucking dragon. Oh fuck.
Dragon.
Dragon!
You feel
Daggerot.
one very ancient, very strong, singular being down
Hell
to your
yeah.
south. Far down, but so much power do you sense that it is glaringly apparent to you. Even beyond the mile range is that you can detect. But more than anything, around you, you realize that all these little creatures, these little halflings, are actually aberrations. Let me go pee real quick. I'll be right back.
I have no idea what to do with this. Well, I mean, obviously, I pass on like, hey guys, there's like a motherfucking OG dragon down
Hey
south.
guys, so game plan.
Kill everything.
Bro, now I wonder if my sword is mad at me, because I gotta make this sword happy.
Oh my god. Well, we're
Oh
gonna
my
do
god.
it in a little while. But hey, number one, we need to buy another diamond for JD to resurrect people in case we fucking die.
I think
So
he has
I
enough
have-
to bring us back like 9 times, Ross said.
I have like a bunch.
Oh, you
it
do?
was- I have a powder, so you guys bought enough powder for a couple of them. I only used one, but I think I had.
Yeah, I think Ross double checked and he said he
Yeah.
have enough for like 9 more.
Okay,
Yeah, it was like
that's fine.
3,000 gold in powder. or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, and we only
Holy
need like
fuck.
300, I think.
Yeah,
per-
Goddamn rich.
Number
Yeah.
number two, let's talk to these slave traders and see if they've found a fucking thing. And then number three, let's go kill a fucking dragon.
yeah.
Let's
I'm
go kill a
down.
dragon. Kill a
Bro.
dragon.
As bad as it smelled down here, I'm down to kill everybody in this
Well,
fucking
Yeah, I
shit.
know, but-
So
we can
I'm-
do little by little, like chunks. Like that's how
Right.
you eat an elephant, one bite at a time.
So guys,
Nibble,
Bupito has lived in this city before, and he knows where stuff is, and he says he has a family and other slave servants someplace. We could use him as our
Oh,
interpreter
like a little guide. Yeah.
and try to figure out if he knows if these are servants, they may serve the house of these signets,
Yeah, because that's what I was saying. Is fucking go down to his little fucking family, and then like get all the fucking DL on this place.
Yeah. Hey, that smells horrible.
Hey, are there any goblins with us?
It smells really
Should
good.
have some.
Goblins. No, but you do notice walking around the streets, the Sneffelblem, I don't know how to say it, are some deep gnomes walking around. A lot of them appear to be some of the working class. They have their lunch boxes and they don't wear hard hats, but if they were old New Yorkers, you know, they would. They have pickaxes over their shoulder and they appear to be the miners of the area.
Not those miners. Those miners.
And what
Sorry.
class is Bupito? What kind of creature is he?
Bupito appears
fucking
to be
bitch.
like a halfling, a underdark variant of a halfling.
Okay.
Fucking bitch. That's
So
what
here,
So
I'll
we've got a little
this
golem-looking
is
guy.
the deep gnomes, and this
Danger,
is
are you upset because you can't watch porn right now?
these
Yeah,
are
I'm
the
pretty
childlike
aggravated.
Darrow look like that.
Wait, what? Let me see.
I sent something.
Where'd you post this?
Oh, I posted it in Hyboria.
Scored.
Hyboria.
In general?
And
You mean in the?
Yep. Oh, look at those little guys.
Oh, little guy.
So you have
I like
these
that little guy.
small, childlike,
Describe them.
frail Darrow with white hair, and then you have deep gnomes who almost have no hair, and they, like I said, are like working class. And then you have the proprietors of this whole area, the Draugr, who are essentially, oh my god, dwarves. They're the dark dwarves. So you have a mirror of most of the fantasy races, especially on the small side of the scale. Heads poking above most people are the drow, and you see occasionally a humanoid walking around. But most of those are orcs, most of those are orcs and drow, with the occasional single human maybe thrown in.
Real quick, while I'm in the market, can I go over to one of the slave traders and inquire if they've seen or have any half-elves recently?
You have many to choose from. So you see a couple Draugr sitting at a table with some guys behind them in shackles. You have the group that your prince cowered at the sight of, who have slowed down in the market, and people are asking about the Quaggoths that they are pulling behind them, which are the beast creatures.
Yep.
Who is it you want to go to?
Can I go over to the
Go
dark?
to goddamn classiest place.
Yeah, the ones
One
that
at the table?
look like they'd be high-class slavers, if you
Well,
will.
the one with the table is as good as it gets. You can
Cool.
walk up to there, and the Draugr there. You can ask about high elf or half elves. What do you ask? What do you want?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, hey, I
Half elves, high elves.
am in the market for elves, both high.
Actually, just
low.
I want the motherfucking royalty to be my slave. You got any of those?
What do you got? Where can you point me? And I'm going to flip gold onto the table.
And what good are elves to you?
Well, they're slim and I like the look of their behinds, but that's none of your
Ah,
business.
I see your taste now. Yes,
He's
well,
puffer.
I don't know of any half elves. Is that your particular?
I mean, if I
Is
had,
his brother a half elf?
Yes.
I mean, I thought he was. Am
He
I
is.
wrong on
He is.
He's a
His
halfer.
mom, the mom to both of them is a human.
I assumed. I just wanted to make sure. I'm gonna go. Well, if I had to choose with a sword to my neck, I would obviously want a half elf. But any sort of elves, if you could point me in the right direction, I'll flip you another gold for it.
Well, we do have. There's a couple drow who've gotten kicked our way, but outside of that, I can only give you the green-skinned ones. Yeah, the gray-skinned. That's all I have right now. I haven't seen a half-elf in a long time. I've had a couple humans like you. They go for the exact same breeding purposes, I guess, or whatever you do. But
Wow.
none currently. I'm sorry.
Well, I guess I'm never gonna get my quarter elf. Thank you so much, gentlemen, and then I'm gonna walk back to
Oh, I just got it. God. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, there you go. Look at you.
Um, he picks up the gold coin, and he kind of stands. He goes, "Sir,
Yes. Dark dwarf, bro. What's up?
there's a lot of eyes on us at all times. I want to make sure that this transaction's complete. All you asked for was if I had merchandise. I said no. Yes?
Well, no, I also
No.
asked if you knew where I could purchase or find.
Or maybe if one has been sold earlier,
Yes.
maybe he can negotiate the new slave master
If
to
you would
buy
like
him
to
off.
be a middleman and point me in the right direction, I will assuredly compensate you quite highly.
But no, this is compensation enough. I just want to make sure these streets are lawful, mind you. I do not and have not seen any slavers around that would have this breed you're looking for. But I would check with, what the hell is it called? God damn it.
God damn it.
The place where
Can
you
we do an
play-
inside check to see if he's lying to us?
Absolutely.
You guys aren't there. I'm chit chatting with.
Hey,
some-
we're
Alright,
fucking
my bad.
crowdsourcing this shit.
Dunglorn Taroon,
Crowdsourced.
or I'm sorry, in your tongue,
Damn it, that's
The-
great.
the Overlake Hold to the east. It's our lawmaster.
I
Yes.
thought it was
Farther to the right. Yeah.
Oh, do you mean the stalagmite that makes that little fort thing with the little thing over there?
It's over this way.
Wait, I
I'm,
know what.
I was pinging. Let me do it better.
Okay, where?
Honestly,
Yes, right here.
There it is.
Over here.
I see it.
And,
goes-
and
Yes,
You
yes,
said
that.
the
As y'all are all pointing randomly, he goes, "No, what? He's pointing at right there. That is the home of the Deep King, and that's the center of our government. You could talk to the people there, because I think they're if most of your kind that come through here, make a squabble, they get thrown in the keep. Yes, and
Yeah.
you might find some of them there. But as
Cool.
slaves, they only got one purpose, and I think you know what that is."
the quarter elf, I got you.
Yeah, he gives you a nudge. It's awkwardly kind of greasy.
Well, hey,
It's
whenever
sooty.
you nudge
It
me,
kind of tarnishes your
Greasy.
clothes a little bit as
Oh,
you get like
no.
a little black
Can I
charcoaly smudge.
steal back his gold, that gold I gave him?
Do you want to
and
try to
what-
steal it back?
Oh, sleight of hand.
You do?
Wow.
Alright.
Yeah, whenever he nudges me, I'm gonna steal back anything and everything I can off of him.
All right, sleight of hand.
Click. Well, click.
Click harder, boy.
20.
Like, hotta boy.
All right. As you do so, a hand grabs yours,
Oh,
and then all of a sudden it materializes into Gray, and he goes,
you done fucked up
"I
our
just told you this was a lawful zone."
Well, I was trying to get my money's worth. So you pointed over there. Alright, I'm on my way.
Damn, 20 wasn't good enough? Damn it, boy.
The Draugur's holding your hand with the coin in it.
Oh, they're invisible.
Yeah, he rolled a 22. So,
Well,
Well, balls.
Yeah, that
hey,
was all.
I was keen with you. I made sure I
Smoke
gave you
grenade.
all the information you needed. This is how that happens. Throw him in the
Smoke grenade.
hold. Don't tell us how to run our business. And then the slaver kind of cowers back to his table. And he
can I
says,
say I was trying to
"You better not
discreetly replace it- I was trying to discreetly replace it with a platinum because it gave me such good information.
sell your wares and move on."
Okay,
He lets
Have
your
a
hand
good
go.
one. I'm gonna start meandering over. You said here somewhere.
Meander, 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 meander.
All right, guys. As y'all are going through the main market area, y'all see a lot of docks. To your left, this is people unloading, and you see there are some fish people on one of these ships being unloaded,
Fish
also in
people.
shackles. What's his name? Shushar with you guys. He
Shushar.
sees this. He doesn't seem to react too much to it. What else do y'all want to do? JD, you do see a Drider walking through the streets.
I nudge Danger, and I say, Do you recognize that Drider? Does it look like the one that we saw?
One of y'all or both of y'all can roll a history check.
Like a history check, obviously. Just as soon as this fucking shit-ass internet fucking... Well, I clicked it. I don't know how long it's going to take. Oh, shit. Nope, that was not mine. I was
No, that
going to
wasn't
say,
yours.
wow, that was... Hey! Nope.
10?
not
Okay.
helpful.
10.
Give it a 10,
Danger
man. What's
Danger
10?
says, I don't think that's our broad. And then you recognize that this one has a scar along her face that does not match. This Drider seems to be a little bit more war-torn than the one that y'all were fighting. She also has this semi-natural scaled armor that appears to almost grow out of the carapace up to her chest, but she has a sword as well, but does not appear to be your Drider. The Driders walk high amongst the crowds on their little spider legs, and she even makes a little perch up on the edge of a stalactite, and then walks back down. No one bats an eye at this. It seems normal.
Um,
Can I run over to them and go, guys, I found where we're supposed to go. We
Okay.
Well, where is it?
We gotta go to the Overlake Hold. That's where the Lawmaster is, and the king, and that's where we can find half-elf prisoner people. Which, is that what we're doing? I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little sidetracked on shit.
A
thought we
rogue
were
in a
trying
big
to find-
city full of. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I found out I could like buy people, and that gets weird occasionally.
That's kind of your family's thing.
I know. That's
Dang, it's in your blood.
I know. I'm gonna
Guess
set
who's
up
gonna be a
set up
slave
a trading
master?
post.
I look at Bupito. I say, "Do you know anything about this Lawmaster?"
Yes. It's Captain Ed Blackskull. She's fair. She doesn't really meddle in our affairs because we're behind the wall, you see. And she works real close with the Deep King, and he's been quite nice to us, as if anyone could be called nice. He allows us free movement, but a lot of people still think we are our people are lesser in all ways. We don't get much. We clean dishes, we clean streets, and we get all the shit jobs plainly. Did I hear you say something about an uprising earlier, Mr. Turtle?
Oh well, indeed. Do you have a leader amongst your people?
Oh shit, yes.
Roll persuasion.
Let's start a riot.
I said, I just asked him a question.
Yeah, I
Let's
know.
start a riot.
Or I have to counter insight you. Which one do you want?
Counter insight me?
I don't even know how that works, but
Counter insight.
okay, I'll do the insight thing. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, it's an 11. Are you being truthful?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
I
we
say,
want to start a riot.
I say up above, we just rescued you from this webbed prison. What brought you into that place to begin with?
He says, I can't speak here. There's too many eyes. You
Let's
see,
go to your fucking house, bro.
we can get to my house maybes, but when we get over towards the Overlake, or when they get over towards the Hold, you walk to the shore with me, and I'll tell you some thanks. And that's all he
Ooh,
says.
Dang.
And his eyes get real thin, and he starts looking around. He goes, I can't say any other words, you see.
Who's this
I
guy?
get Very good, and I give him a good berry.
What's his name?
Thank you, sir.
Bupito.
Bupito.
I go, lead the way, Bupito.
All right, are y'all gonna go to the Overlake and let your turtle and the little guy go to the shore?
Yep.
Yep, I'm following him.
All right, so if y'all end up here together,
Turtle?
you're gonna go with the turtle?
Is that where we're going? Shit, I don't know where I'm supposed
Wait,
to go.
I thought we were following the.
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought we
y'all
were
are
following
y'all are
him.
all gonna go with him. Y'all aren't gonna go to the
I
hold.
wanna go to the uprising place, find out what's up with that, and then go to.
Yeah, I wanna help start a riot.
Okay.
Also, I need Gallant whenever we go to the Deep King.
Yeah.
'Cause we're gonna do a con.
Okay,
Yeah?
guys,
You'll find
y'all just stretch a lot and kind of make sure your arms are occupying all the space around you so there's no invisible guys, yeah?
Oh.
And
Okay.
then he steps out in the water a little bit and he goes, "Come here, Tortle."
Wait. Doesn't Mark still have primeval awareness up? Wouldn't he be able to?
Yes, no, but primeval awareness does not detect these things.
Or not primeval. Gallant had a.
Gallant could
Divine
smell
sense?
them.
Yeah. He
So
can-
yeah, Gallant, as
I
y'all
cast-
walk over to
Yeah, it's for a minute.
Oh,
I cast.
smell them. Thank you.
I cast fairy fire.
but you'd have to
Oh.
cast it at something, right?
That's
You have to aim it at something.
Hey, here I'll throw a raisin up in the air and you can cast it.
I can cast it on my. I can cast it on myself.
You
Each
could.
object in a
Okay.
20 feet cube within range is outlined in a blue or green violet light, your choice. Any creature in the area with a spell is cast is outlined in light. If it fails a dexterity throw for the duration of the affected. Well, it makes everybody shed dim light for 10 feet, and that's not exactly stealthy.
Yeah, so you
No,
would
it
end
is
up
not.
glowing in the situation, and if anyone else was
Yeah.
within 20 feet of you, they might be glowing as well. But you would light yourself up, and if there was no Draugr, that would just be you glowing in the water. So if you want to be bioluminescent jellyfish in the water,
That'd be a cool little turtle glowing.
That'd be pretty
Yeah,
funny.
if we're trying to do a stealth mission, I don't know.
Paladin, if you would, do you have more to burn?
More to what? Divine sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can burn another one. I got 2 more.
Do you want to do it over this little uprising, this little dude's uprising? Do you want to?
Sure. I'd
Okay.
like an uprising of good people versus evil people.
Good. Yes, that's what we are.
Well, hold on. No,
Ah, fuck. Is he lying? Let me check. I'm not gonna burn it till I check him.
You could do insight on that.
Inside.
Yeah, I was
you
gonna
look-
say, define
Uh,
sense that bitch ass.
Okay. 12.
It's as sincere as a drunk would be. Like he definitely
We're all
knows
drunks
something.
around here.
Well, you don't know if he might be a little crazy if you haven't gotten.
Cracked.
Yeah, he's a little cracked.
Little office rocker, huh?
Fine, I'll divine sense to make sure there's nobody around us.
Okay.
Burn that divine sense,
I
baby.
burned it. I burned it.
All right. So, as you do this, you do sense 2 people approaching down the beach towards you. They see you flailing their arms, and they just kind of step back, and you can see in their invisibility, they kind of walk towards each other. What do you want to do with that?
I want to walk towards them and say, we'd appreciate some space around here, fellas.
As you say that, they both just stand still, and they don't
Yes,
move.
you. I can see you. Standing still.
All right, roll persuasion.
Technically, would
I
that
could
be a
smell
deception?
you standing still.
Yeah, because I can see how far they are, right?
No, absolutely.
Smell them.
Goddamn perception is... oh, it's
Um,
not perception. Persuasion. Sorry. Persuasion.
Come on.
It's a +5, so I would have had a 9 anyway.
all right.
12.
As you say that, you see them slowly start backing up.
And then I say thank you, and I walk back to the group.
All right. Do you tell them anything about what just happened, or?
Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry guys. There's 2 fellas that way. I kind of shooed them away from us. So we got a little privacy circle here for a minute.
Thank you kindly. So,
Yeah, spill the beans.
sir,
Oh, y'all are all gonna hear
Sure.
this. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Our kind have been treated like shit around here for a long, long time.
Too smelly.
We were allowed the ability to live in
essentially a favela is what he describes is where he lives.
but we're still second-class citizens, and we have been, some of us, you see, have been planning a little bit of an overthrow, because we outnumber the Draugr so much. But anytime we try to mobilize or do anything like that, our elders, we call them the savants, they come down and placate us. They say they're working on a deal, but they're as fucking dirty as all these other dark races. I apologize.
Hey, as
But-
long as you're not into slavery, then we'll help you out.
I'm a slave. I've been a slave my whole life.
Perfect.
When y'all
you wouldn't
found
want
me, I
anybody
was
else
just-
to be a slave,
Still
right?
are, bitch.
I-
Pupino.
I'm just.
No, he's not a slave. He's a servant. It's different.
It's
All
different.
right, sir. I've been given many names. Regardless, y'all
like
might
fucking Dobby.
me,
Yeah,
Sounds like that.
exactly. It's exactly
I
Dobby.
give him a sock.
but but if y'all really do prove to be caring of even us little folk, maybe I could talk to our people, and y'all could be, the fire that lights the match that lights the fire.
Yeah, totally. Fuck yeah.
Look,
Woo!
I'm sold. Fuck my brother. We can deal with him later.
No, let's
Stupendous,
go,
sir.
we can fucking
Stupendous.
crack his ass
Let's
out.
find
I
your
got-
brother in the fire. Yes.
Yes. All right. Sounds good.
I go easy there, Katniss Everdeen.
Also, I feel like helping out these people will probably help us out. And
That's what I'm
find-
saying.
Oh, let's
I
go.
was gonna say, once we overthrow the motherfuckers, we can just wander around and fucking find the goddamn slaves.
I say, Bupito, do you know where there is a whole lot of oil?
Ah.
For butt stuff?
Let's
You-
burn
oh,
shit. Let's burn this place to the
Yeah.
ground.
Okay, hold on.
There's actually a thing.
So, where we live is in a south of here. There's a big chasm that splits the Gracklstug in half. Yeah?
Yeah.
We live in the middle of it because that's all we're given. We're the fucking sewer shit in the middle, right? Well, this crack, things seep up out of it, and there's a whole crew of guys that extract oils and gases and the like, and they do some alchemical bullshit with it. Is that what you are? You an alchemical man?
Yes.
Okay. Well, in that case,
Yeah.
we could if we get down past these gates towards my area, towards the Darrow's area, they call it the Cleft. Yeah.
Oh,
I
love
can
a
get
good
you
stuff.
in touch with the right gents, I think. But sadly, I don't know anybody up here. I rarely grace these. I've never even seen this lake.
Yeah. Shashar's tasted this lake. Alright, well here, how about this? Can we go and see the Darkhold and then we'll go through the cleft to go meet your people?
I vote
Happy-
yes.
Well, thanks for lending an ear, and thank you, shiny sir, for making sure there were no ears. I can't believe I already trust you, gents, but y'all been mighty nice.
Well, you also don't really have a choice there,
That's
fucker.
my turtle friend, so hopefully, you're telling the truth.
Well, he
I
believes.
promise you your freedom once we have liberated this place.
Oh, hell yeah!
Oh, by the way, since I burnt off a divine sense, can I smell Pupito and see where he's at?
Yeah, no, he.
Probably smells like fucking dirty.
It's
pretty
weird
bumble.
because
Faint music, maybe?
so it kind of swings a little bit both ways. It's almost like a metronome,
Whoa.
good
Alright.
and bad. And you've felt this way before with a truly insane individual before. You have felt the madness that doesn't really go evil or good, and it just kind of dances the line. But yeah, he and other Darrow around you don't seem to have their mind in a right enough way to be aligned. Does that make sense?
Makes sense. Hey,
You
They're
hear
too
Limp-
goddamn
I'm
dumb to
chaotic
lie.
neutral. I get it.
It is
You-
chaos in the smell and the music.
you hear Limp
Gotcha.
Biscuit and smell burnt corn dogs.
Oh, God.
I mean,
And the
sounds
Limp
like a good
Bizkit becomes
time.
jazz music, and then all of a sudden it's yeah. It's really
At
awesome.
some point the corn dog was cooked perfectly before it got burnt.
Yeah.
I get
did
it.
it all for the nookie. Yeah, the nookie.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we doing?
We gotta go to the Darkhold, and then we gotta. Can you tell Bupito to meet us over at one of the gates that lead to the Cleft after we're done with the Darkhold and the Lawmaster?
Ah. Okay,
all I'm
Bupito.
I'm asking the guy who owns him or whatever, which that's still weird.
Yeah, no, he owes me.
Oh,
He-
there's
he-
missing an N in there.
He
Gotcha.
owes me.
Gotcha.
And also he's owned. I mean,
Okay, here's what I'll say. We have a church, and this is where our savants meet, and where only our kind really go, and they are really close to where we teleported in. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
the second door, not the one your paladin calls the stink at, and not the one we came in at, but the one right in the middle. I'll make sure to let you in. Yeah.
Yes.
I will have a way in right by that door for you gents.
What's the secret knock?
The secret knock is
Give him a
just
haircut.
be there in 2 hours.
Oh.
Good?
Good. That's amazing.
Sure.
All right, Bupito, we'll see you in 2 hours. Well, actually, Sealy, you have to say if we're gonna. He's your
I go
owe him or he
very,
owes.
very well, Bupito. You've done well, and I give him another good berry.
All right, you see him. He
Oh,
pockets
like
the
a
good
little
berry because he's
kiddo.
full.
3 good berries give you freedom.
And you see him run off, and you see him with this like weird purpose and motivation that you haven't really seen him move with. It's almost like he has a gimp, and but he's trying to run as fast as he can with it. It might just be normal.
That's it.
You're not quite sure.
Hmm.
But he scurries off and immediately blends into the crowd, being half height from most of the people. So
Classic.
now, as you are over here, you are noticing there's on this side of the shoreline and of this part of the city, there's a little bit less of the slaves. There's a few more vendors of blades and shields, and a couple people selling basic potions, just health, sense invincibility,
bitch
some,
potions.
but yeah, and that's about it. It starts to get a little scarce on this side as far as the trade and the sales go. You do, although, see a band of about 12 orcs come in, and they all appear to be pretty well armored up, kind of brandishing their weapons and their armor. And you think that they are mercenaries for hire, trying to sell themselves for some kind of outing. And those walk down to the side as you approach this building.
Hey, hey, can we holler at that band? Can I
orcs?
holler at those mercs and be like, hey, gang, what you up to there, guys?
We're up to finding the next place that sells us anything.
Wait, what's your going rate?
That's a damn good question, Mark.
You're welcome.
Well, it depends on the job now, don't it?
How about backing an uprising?
What?
Yeah.
Against
Basically, we need some muscle, bro. We just point you at somebody and you go chop some fucking heads. I mean, it's not that fucking hard.
around here?
No. We're gonna fucking teleport to this other place, but like I just need to know the going rate in case we need some muscle.
Well, I mean, so what did I tell you? There's 18 of them.
A dozen. Well,
This group is 2 gold a day. If you only need
So the
one or
whole-
2 of us, we'll negotiate, or they can negotiate themselves. Bob over
Oh
here
my
doesn't know how to
God.
fucking talk, so I'll negotiate for him.
dude, fucking Pookies.
Yeah.
We can hire a dozen up armored orcs for 2 gold a day.
Oh, here's
Why
2
don't-
gold.
Why don't you just fucking negotiate with these asshats and be like, hey, look, like, how about I just give you fucking, a gold and a
army.
half, and or do you have any other crews
How
like
about
you?
this? I'll give you 3 gold for 2 days right now, and you probably won't even have to do anything tomorrow.
Where are we
That's
going?
actually pretty good.
We're gonna go to the over. Where are we going again? The over Lake Hold. I gotta go talk to either the
Yeah.
War Master or the Deep King, and I need a little entourage. So
No.
Yeah, we just want to look, surly and
No, where are we going for our mission? I said we don't fight here.
Well, you're not fighting. You're just looking intimidating.
We don't do that here.
How about this?
Look, you're just gonna look
I'm
pretty.
gonna say, do you know where the teleportation circle on the west side of town is?
No.
Can I just describe and be like, here's 3 gold for 2 days. I need you to meet us at the place I just described in an hour and 50 minutes.
All right.
That's pretty good.
That's
Dude.
pretty close to the tavern. Can we pop in there and then meet you after?
Sounds good. We'll meet you at the tavern. Here's your 3 gold.
All
We'll see you
right,
later.
boys, we got drinks.
Yeah.
Ah!
And
we
they take
got
your
the
coins,
ball.
and he starts rubbing them between his fingers, making that like awkward metal on metal noise.
Ooh, my
And
teeth.
all of them, all their
Great.
little orc ears kind of twitch, and everyone smiles, and they start with about a step and a half extra speed, start going towards that stalagmite tavern.
Cool. So we hired a dozen orcs for something. I was out of the loop for that, but cool. Are we going to the deep hold? What are we
Absolutely
doing?
perfect. Just make sure you take it off your sheet. I mean,
I-
you have like 1 billion gold, but still.
I already did.
That's what
Down
I was saying, dude. Like fucking 2 gold a day. Like we could just hire him for the rest of our fucking campaign and just use him as cannon fodder or arrow fodder or fucking something.
Ooh,
Well-
ooh.
They could be like Randy 1.0, 3.0.
We're up to 6.0, number 1.
Okay, we
This
soak
could be the
all
Randy Dirty Dozen.
of the halflings in oil, and
Ugh.
have the
No.
guards. Have the guards
Hear me out.
act as the guys that corralled them, and we bring them into the keep because we're gonna capture them, right? But we basically smuggled little bombs in there. Do you follow me?
You are a terrorist.
we
You
set
just made
those on
suicide
fire.
bombers.
No.
Suicide bomber.
But
Hey,
I don't doubt that would be beneath them, but
and you call
literally.
it, hey, they want, how bad do they want their freedom?
I
Yeah.
love where your head's at. Can we just go talk to these people first and see what happens before we're going full terrorist?
Fine. Maybe. Hey, eventually.
Liberator.
Hey, I'm not okay with it.
Just
You know
remember,
what?
one man's
Pass.
terrorist is another man's freedom fighter.
All right, as y'all walk away from the orc transaction and the beach, you start to approach this giant, thick stone stalagmite stalactite concoction. Am I being too loud?
Might is up, stalactites down.
Yeah. So what's it called when they form?
Might is up. Might
They
is the
they
cone.
form into a column.
Column. You have this massive, thick stone column that is forming a massive carved out cell on this side. Over here, you see this office with a where you are met by a female gray dwarf, a big, imposing female gray dwarf. She's fully armored, and she bears an insignia that you have not seen on any of the other Duergar so far. She's flanked by 2 of the guards that you have seen before, and there's a door. As you approach up, she goes, "I'm Captain Ed Blackskull, commander of the Stone Guard." She gives each of you a look. "Let me start by saying that you are worth nothing here in Gracklstugh. Most of those in my command would sell you off in a heartbeat as the cheapest manual labor, as I've heard one of my associates already tried to do tonight. However, I have some business. I think I could make some better use of you."
Sweet. What's the score there,
Well,
Hoochie?
Excuse Gorglock, who I'm assuming you're talking about.
Fucking dick.
What, her name?
No,
No,
I said
that
Gorglock is who you're talking
Gorglock's the
about.
one that was fucking talking shit to us
Oh,
earlier.
yes, he's my wall captain.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
captain.
He pointed
Soon
us
to not
in a
be.
direction which led to another place, which led to another place, which led here. And I don't know, are you the person to talk to, or do we need to talk to the dark,
Somebody in charge.
the Deep King?
The Deep King is not currently at his abode and is working on business. I can relay any information, but I was told that y'all might be looking for selling a work. No?
Well,
Tell me more. Tell me
I'm
more.
gonna flash 2 gold and say, so what I really need is I'm looking for a half elf, not the tall one behind me. I can see him. Another one that's been through here recently. Could you be able to point me in the right direction?
Oh, let me see. She goes down.
Either that or let's trade work for information. I mean, for
She
fuck's
starts
sake.
paging through her ledgers. She goes, I've had. What timeline are you looking at?
I'm
Gallant.
somebody-
Fucking gallant.
somebody
Recent?
supply that. It's been like a month or something, right?
Well, in the last month, I've had one half elf in my keep here. Perished.
Nope.
Ha! Do you write down names in your ledgers whenever they come in? What
Sometimes.
was that guy's name?
Let's see.
Erlan of House Sonara.
Oh
So-
no. This is Ed. Something with a C.
Ed Helms.
It says
Ed
like
Cockface.
crude or cod. Not sure. When he wrote it, he was bleeding out, but it was Ed Cod. Ed Cod. Ed Cod? That sounds
Ed-
like an elf, yeah?
No, not really, but
Oh,
that's fine.
well. I don't know many.
Here's the
Hey,
thing. What's
can we just look? Hey, look in your ledger and see if fucking Gallant's brother's name's
There
in
you go. And she turns it around and she
Erlen.
holds it up. Gallant, you can inspect the signature of the occupant. You can go ahead and whatever the hell you think you should roll for that. Is that a history check or is that a
investigation?
investigation? There you go.
Investigation.
Roll an investigation.
Click.
Investigation. Clack. Oh.
Very nice.
Yeah.
This signature was in extreme duress, but does not pose your brother's name
Penmanship.
or handwriting. But you do wonder if it was possibly a false name. You're 90%. You're positive it's not your brother though. It does look like it says like Eldon or Eldon or whatever, and the
Ellen.
last name obviously starts with a C. The C has this little calligraphic swirl at the top that elves, especially from the capital, like to do. This little flourish that a commoner doesn't usually go by.
Can we ask them where the dead body is? Maybe we can find a family emblem to give back to their families or something.
Well,
Oh, fuck, man, fuck that place.
no, like anybody
find your
who
goddamn
perishes
brother.
here gets fed to our proprietor.
You protested.
So sorry.
No worries. Any jewelry that I can purchase off of you? Family crests?
The merchant quarters are this way. I don't know why you're coming to me for this. I thought you wanted a job.
From the dead
Well,
end?
Yeah, I want to hear about the job. Hey, look all
Okay,
these other
fine,
idiots. I want to hear about the job.
We would like to have a job, but only if that could get us an audience with the Deep King afterwards.
She leans back and ponders for a second.
She.
Yes. Did I say he? Sorry. She says,
Yeah.
this job would definitely put at yes, it would. I would make sure you can speak to him. This job is would be a
Good job.
yes.
Tell us
It's a
about
good
the
job.
Let's
Like,
go.
yeah, he gets it.
I want to hear the job. Job,
All
job,
right.
job.
we it's about is your little friend, and she points to your Darrow. She goes, is he on yours? Is he your property?
He owes the turtle
Yeah, he owes,
lots of
a debt.
air quotes owes.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
Hold on. This guy was dead, and I literally gave him his
Rock.
life back.
Back to life.
So he already
Every
lived.
word.
He already lived.
gave.
He already lived his life.
This
Now
is my life.
he's living this life for me.
Yeah,
kind
it's a
of
free
thing.
life. It's a free.
With
It's a
more-
one up.
He got an extra one. He got an extra
You have
one.
to do the
To answer your question, yeah, that guy is that turtle. So, what about this job?
Well, this
Anyway,
job has to
yeah.
do with one of his kind that's been causing us some problems. You see.
Oh,
which one?
is it him? 'Cause
no.
we can kill him right now.
What's your name, sir? And she says it real fast, like she's trying to catch him off guard.
Oh, I'm Pepito.
Pepito. All right, that's not his.
Pepito.
That's not the one's name we're looking for. Good.
I'm a Pepito.
I'm a Pepito.
What is the name you're looking for?
Yeah.
These aren't the droids
She
you're
leans
looking
in.
for.
She looks around and she knows she's only surrounded by her guards, so she kind of looks around as like reactionarily. She goes, "His name is Droki. He is a little Darrow that's been running around this district like he owns the fucking place, evading our men. It's like he knows where my guys are hiding, and when they show up, they can't catch him. But this guy's been working with the Thieves Guild. He's been working with some of these other unruly guys. He doesn't give a shit who he works for, but he's running up and down, trading packages and information for whoever pays, and it's fucking undermining our shit here, yeah? So I need some outsiders, possibly with a little, maybe a Darrow on their side, could really find out what's going on here. But I
We
need
should
you to
totally
find
fucking
this
buy him
guy.
out.
What's that?
Nothing. Nothing.
I said,
We're just
well,
strategizing.
I
internally,
go-
you know?
I go, what do you say, Pepito? It's your call.
And nudge and be like, "Hey, buddy."
You look at Pepito and he just has like blank eyes. He's like, I don't know what that is.
Bupito.
Good. We're used to doing
That's a
it.
yes.
Yes.
That's a yes. So you're telling me there's a chance.
Well,
Well,
here's the deal. I need you to shake hands with the turtle and the paladin, and we'll go. Wait, do you need this guy found, killed,
Alive,
dead,
dead.
sorted? What are we doing?
I'm glad you asked. We need
Yeah, we need
Evidence.
some deets. Need the deets.
we need evidence of the people he's conspiring with, because there is a conspiracy and we think he's in it, but we can't prove it. And
So,
Well,
outside
don't
of that,
Dead.
Dead's not ideal,
Okay.
but I'll accept and I'll take him. You'll notice him by this dumbass hat he wears. He's got this fucking leather hat with two fucking sausage-looking things poking around on the side. He's got like she describes the creatures
Jester
from
hat?
Star Wars that have the tusks or
Oh,
those
Twi'leks.
huh?
Twi'leks.
Twi'leks, is that what they are? Like the guy who's Jabba the Hutt's servant?
Yeah.
Yeah. His hat looks like that shit. I don't know what he's trying to do, but he's got these massive fucking leather boobs, teats,
What?
coming down. So, that asshole, you find him, find out what he's up to, and then, dead or alive. You come
Oh,
back with
I like
any information, and alive or dead, deado, don't care.
which one's preferable for you?
Information's preferable.
Okay.
Find out who he's trading with, where it's going.
And then
I,
just to
if
make
you
sure-
you look around this market, and especially if you go down to the Darrow's, little shithole, you'll find him zipping through there. He's a fast motherfucker though.
Fast as fuck, boy.
So yeah, then she kind of like washes off the nonchalantness, and she goes, "And if you do this, I'll let you speak to the Deep King. In the meantime, I'll give 2 of you guys passes through the gates." And she pulls out these little emblems that have a picture of a shield on it. that are emblematic of the ones worn by the rest of the guards.
Why can't we have more than 2? This is bullshit.
Roll perception. Roll persuasion.
Yeah, alright. I'm like, man, motherfucker, I want one too. Bitch. I don't say bitch.
I don't see the persuasion yet.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see what my. I clicked it. It's fucking
I'll
hitting
wait.
like goddamn. What's it called? Like satellites and fucking.
Satellite.
Ah!
There it is.
I give him a guidance.
All right.
I don't know what that means.
I can get you 2 more, but for obvious reasons, I can't let your beast or your Darrow through. Oh,
Yeah, well, obvious. Yeah.
And your dwarven friend. No, I'm sorry. 2 more.
Torpedo?
No, the shield maiden.
Oh.
Star or whatever her name is.
Oh, look, there's me, Cookies,
I suggest
Enrique,
you let them.
the D. That's 4.
Yeah, that's the main
All we
4.
need is 4.
But y'all have 3
Just
extra
need-
in your party currently.
Well, no, I'm saying like she was gonna give us 2. We just need 2 more for 4 total.
Your friends who I can't give them to, have them hang out in the Dark Lake district. That's this, yeah? And have
Yeah.
them keep an eye out for him here. The rest of you guys can go down into the cleft. I hear he's more predominantly on the western cleft. If you can keep an eye on that, if you can walk through there freely, watch out. These little ankle biters are fucking vicious.
Those are your people there, Bupito.
All right,
He just
so
cowers.
We got 4 passes, correct?
You essentially got 4 passes to go south.
Oh, cool.
Ooh,
Oh, you
South.
mean for the fucking dragon?
Just to make sure, black beard lady person. Once we do this, we get to meet the Deep King, correct?
Yes, I'll set up a
Right.
meeting with the Deep King, and you might even be able to keep those badges.
Tight, ciao,
Ooh,
bye-bye.
cool.
Let's go find them, boys.
Let's do it to it.
Do you guys want to send our little hanger-ons, with the exception of Bupito, to like go hang out at the bar or something?
Actually, hey, have them fucking rendezvous with the orcs and keep those fucking probably soon to be drunk ass fucks in line.
Yeah,
That's
keep
true.
an eye on them and report back when we
I'm
meet
gonna
up.
I'm gonna hand whatever their name is, Darlane Prince.
The Prince?
Prince Darlin and the
Darren
dwarf
Dill.
lady 5
Yeah.
gold, which
You're giving Darendale what? Gold?
I'm giving
Oh my
them
God.
gold to go and just keep an eye on everybody.
Okay, you're giving Prince Darendale how much gold?
I'm giving him 5 gold overall.
Alright, write that
Oh
in
my
chat.
god.
Oh, okay.
If you don't mind, that way we can keep it like
Yeah, I'm
For him to know.
typing. I'm typing. Don't worry, I'm typing.
yeah, I messaged Corey, but I think he's passed out.
To go and keep an eye on the orcs and use that as our base of operations.
Oh, the bar?
Yeah,
Okay.
so they can grab a room and then just that's where we can rendezvous. Cool.
They
So
don't have
we-
rooms in the bar.
Well, whatever. They can go and drink there, and then that's where we can meet them.
Yep.
Cool guys. Well, are we gonna try to go south? Are we gonna go meet up at that chapel and talk to Bupito's people? What's the game plan?
I'd say, well, we got to link up with fucking Bupito's people here in about an hour. Then after that, Bupito goes back to the bar, and then we roll south. Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Also, Danger, do you still sniff, smell, feel that Dagron?
No. I mean, I can do it anytime that I want.
Just
So,
to
I
make
mean,
sure.
I'll.
What direction?
It's almost like a lingering migraine that he senses.
Uh,
But
DM,
yes,
What direction was it though? Is it south? I'm assuming. Where
it
we're
is
going?
southeast.
Ah,
I don't know if you can see my ping in the darkness. I don't think you can.
I cannot. Is south?
No.
Southeast. Just letting you know.
Dragon is south.
Actually, from where you guys are right now, directly south.
Oh.
South.
Do any of y'all want to go sell stuff? There's literally a weapons market. I didn't know if you were being sincere with that,
I was. I
We
just
have
didn't want to get into a whole shopping episode while everybody was doing
Okay,
shit.
so you and I can just
Shopping.
take care of that between sessions there.
Just knock it out. Yeah.
Tell me what you want, and I'll just tell you the monies. Is that all right? Because it'll be
Yep,
pretty.
I can do that.
People are
Oh.
literally. It's a gun show. It's a freaking Texas gun show. People are just walking with shit over their shoulders. The mercenaries are just selling themselves. You know, like people are just walking through. There's not
$5.
that, very very informal this market.
Cool.
But as you have found out, there's a lot of oversight, invisible and otherwise, to make sure that no shenanigans go down. So,
Shenanigans.
what? So tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but next. Let's do this next session because it's almost 10. What are y'all's plans? Is there anything else y'all want to knock out while you're in this district before we go south? I got that the orcs and the rest of your guys, but Pito excluded. So you're gonna send the prince and the dwarf
female
up to
dwarf.
the Shattered Spire bar to hang out with the orcs and keep them
Yep.
in check
Yep.
as best that those two can.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
The rest of you guys are going where with
Hey,
Pito?
hey, let's Pookie, write down like some little. I mean, I doubt that orcs can fucking read, but like basically say something like, "Hey."
One
you
of them
know,
can't
this-
even speak.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
well, I know that.
I tell Prince Darylin the basics of, hey, we come from the guy who hired you. You're supposed to meet them in a little bit. Just stay here, and we'll be your little liaison. And then we're gonna go east to the chapel to meet up with Bupito's people, talk to them, and then we'll kind of go from there, depending on whether we're gonna incite a rebellion, go kill a dragon, go
Okay.
find this.
If you converse with Bupito on this, he's going, I have to duck out and go get my people set up on the other side of the gates. Yeah. Well, y'all have tokens now. Y'all don't need me to get you in. So
Well, still set it up so we have a point of contact.
okay. Well, the chapel's only made for us,
Fucking
but
support.
I'll meet you out back of the chapel and show you our part of town and show you where. We'll
Yep,
see.
that sounds
I'll
good, I
make
like
things.
that.
I'll set things up, but I gotta go and talk to people for about an hour before I set this all up. Yeah, I don't have to sneak you behind the gates anymore, but I do need to go pull some strings.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, we need to start tracking down fucking Don Racky or whatever the fuck his face is.
Yeah, the Twi'lek person. But we'll get him. He said he hangs out on the
Droki.
Western Cliff
Oh,
or
Droki. Yeah.
Droki.
So, Bupito though is saying he needs to duck out. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, I got everything in the notes.
Bupito
Oh, I got everything.
Where's your leg at, man?
runs down a little alleyway, looking everywhere. He's roguing it up, stealthing,
Mhm.
and he disappears if not followed. So,
And also, I want to make contact with Thieves Guild because the Ed
Droki.
Blackface or whatever said that Droki hangs out with them.
okay. You can roll a perception, or if you want to post up, sit down, and do a long sting, you could do an investigation if you want to spend an hour.
We can do it next time. Well, here, let's just to see if I can find him. 9. Fuck me, probably not. That's fine.
So you go sit down at a table and buy this weird ass tea that you swear is just mud water. And you just pretend to be sipping on it as you keep an eye out.
Love it.
And you do not. Who are you with?
What?
Who are you with when you're
Me.
sitting down at the table?
We're all together, right?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all all want to sit down at this shitty tea house? Okay.
Well, here, guys. They sit at one table. I'll sit at another.
Like, do they have beer at this shitty tea house?
The beer is at the tavern, but as you smell and ask around, you find out there is a brewery on the far east side of the lakefront area, where they make their own, very unique to the down here beer.
what I'm gonna do wherever we go, I'm gonna write in thieves' can't. You know, talk to me like on a piece of wood above my head, and then post up there and let somebody find me.
You can put it on a napkin on the table, but no one's
Cool.
gonna let you hang a sign up on their establishment unless you want to walk around with it.
No, I'll do that. I put come find me.
Okay. As you do so, and you're sitting down having your tea, you notice some glares from the Draugr guards who are exposed, and they are all sneering and pointing at something like a little rat running through the streets.
Oh, is that fucking Droki?
As
I go
y'all,
pop my head out and see if it's Droki.
yeah, you poke your little head up and you see this Darrow dressed in rags that he's sewn together into what is he's trying to make into a fancy jacket, but that is obviously stitched and darned together. And then he has this wide-brimmed hat with
Yep,
two
alright.
tentacles sewn
Nah,
up
that guy.
into the hat.
Guess what? I got my fucking knockout arrows. I try to fucking I do goddamn what's it called? Hunter's Mark and fucking
Damn, boy.
and then send a fucking knockout arrow downrange.
Just
Two
hunters mark him.
knockouts. Blap,
Just
blap.
hunters mark him, and then we can track him because you'll be able to feel him.
Nah, he's gonna double knockout arrow. Blap,
Why
blap.
don't we just knock his ass out right off the bat?
Because
then
we're
we can
looking
fucking-
we're looking for information, not like let's track him.
Yeah,
We can,
knock
we can
out.
ask him for information.
Knock out and then torture.
Your hunter climbs up towards the high vantage of this area, pulls out his bow about to draw as he sees two Draugr that were initially invisible jumping and missing as this little Darrow starts to speed off like oh man, what's the Speedy Gonzalez, exactly that. He goes,
Little mouse.
"Arriba!" and he starts running, and then all of a sudden you feel a shake. The entire all of Gracklestug kind of shakes a little bit, and the rhythming hammers of the forges are all of a sudden drowned out by this single thunderous roar and the sound of crumbling rock. Duragar, visitors, everyone in this whole area all of a sudden look to the side as one of those gates, those barriers that y'all were initially stopped by, is smashed asunder, and behind it this massive two-headed gray-skinned giant bursts through, howling madly. It sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger, smashing left and right, littering the plaza with rocks, stones, and debris. As he bellows, one of his swings connects with a Duragar soldier who is launched, and his body lands feet from you. Blackish red blood seeping out of him, instantly dead and broken. His body flew through the air and crashed right at your feet with a sickening crunch. And we'll stop here.
Oh,
And
God
you
damn
could
it.
tell me what y'all want to do next week with
Next
that.
time on Dragon Ball Z.
Exactly.
I'm so excited. We're gonna format a rebellion. We can kill dragons. I love this.
All
I
right.
soil myself and come up with a better
I
plan.
go talk to the lady because it's her birthday. I will chit chat with you guys.
Oh,
Oh,
Hey, it's my
happy birthday!
birthday.
And
Also,
Mark,
Mark,
Happy birthday,
to you.
Mark.
I love you guys.
All right.
All right,
See you
yeah.
guys.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Okay, the dogs. Okay.